Are you good at squeezing every little bit of juice you can out of your units? Do you wring your units dry like a towel for power? Well, if you're used to using a squad of 10, could you do the same thing with a squad of 9? It's all about how well you take care of your units on the battlefield and the nature of how 40k works, which is dice shaving. So I'm going to give you guys two examples on how big of an impact dice shaving has on this game. Welcome back to the War Academy, where the more you know, the less you lose. How well do you guys know your matchups? Who do you think's going to win here? I'll give you the deets. These are 20 Goth Orc boys in WoW, and it's their turn. They just charged into these gaunts. How many gaunts do you guys think they'll kill? So 20 charging Goths equals 80 freaking attacks. So it's honestly one of the hardest hitting, most amount of attacks you can get out of a troop unit for the price. These guys got exploding sixes. They also have +1 strength to their already +1 strength, putting these guys at strength 6 against the toughness 3. Gaunts have a 5-up save, so those choppas are going to reduce them to a 6-up. Here's the approximate math. 80 attacks hitting on 3s with exploding 6s, that's just like hitting on 2s math-wise. So you're looking at 13 misses, putting you at 67 hits. Now, of those 67 hits, they're going to wound on 2s. So you're looking at 11 of them failing, putting the Gaunt player at 56 6-up armor saves. So those 80 attacks kill a total of 46 Gaunts. But wait, hold up a minute. You're not just playing at your local game store. You're playing at a GT. This isn't some idiot Tyranid player. This guy's good, and he set up a couple precautions. Just like you're in your WoW, the Tyranid player is most likely going to be in his invuln. So these Gaunts will now gain a 5-up invuln as opposed to their 6-up save they were getting. These also are Leviathan Gaunts. So Leviathan Gaunts can't be wounded on 2s. It's the little mini transhuman thing. So these orcs are now going to be wounded on 3s. In addition, the Tyranid player knew that he wants these to survive, and he knew that he wanted you to bounce off his Gaunts. So he also put Catalyst on him, giving him a 5-up Feel No Pain. Now we're going to check the math again. So again, the orcs are going to attack. They're going to have their 80 attacks. They're going to hit on the same thing with all their exploding 6s. So you're going to be looking at 13 misses out of their 80 attacks. There's going to be 67 hits that these Gaunts take again. But now, these are Leviathan Gaunts. They get the little mini transhuman, so they will be only wounded on a 3 as opposed to a 2. So instead of having 11 that fail to go through, you're looking at 22 that actually fail to go through. So the orc player gets 45 wounding hits. But he's got his invuln thing from his hive fleet, so he's got a 5-up invuln on these Gaunts. So now, after his invulns, he'll have 31 Gaunts that failed their invuln. But he put Catalyst on him, which is the 5-up Feel No Pain. And that's going to shrug off another 10. So even though he started at 80 attacks against one of the weaker units in the game, that orc player only killed 21 Gaunts during his WoW. Yeah, Gaunts will attack back, probably do nothing. Then it's the command phase for the Tyranids, and yeah, he gets 7 Gaunts back. And we're going to say in the command phase, he used the Endless Swarm stratagem to get D3 plus 3 back, which is going to average 5 more back. So at the start of this Tyranid player's movement phase, this is all that's dead. There's 21 Gaunts still here. So just because of those little buffs, which weren't actually that big a deal to put on the Gaunts, just the Catalyst was honestly the only dedicated part. These Gaunts were able to go from normally they should have had 46 Gaunts dead. Instead, there's 9.
Would you like to know more?
And the same thing's going to apply to your elite units. So look at the firepower about to come into these poor Blood Angel Terminators. So we got 3 attack bikes, 3 attack bikes, 3 attack bikes, and some Eradicators, all with multi-meltas. So you're looking at 24 multi-meltas just outside of multi-melta range. Before I tell you, go ahead, take a guess. How many of these Terminators with their toughness 4, 5-up invuln, are going to still be left standing after these things are done shooting. 24 multi-meltas hitting on 3s. You're looking at 8 of them missing. So 16 hits that are strength 8 versus toughness 4. So these things are going to be wounded on 2s. So on average, you're only looking at 3 of these failing to wound. So these poor Terminators have to take a 5-up save because the multi-melt is going to be AP 4. And only 4 of them are going to pass that save. So yeah, that's going to be 9d6 damage to these Terminators. That is painful. So this is your spread for damage. 1 dead Terminator, 2 dead Terminator, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead Terminators. Then in addition, like this one did 2, plus this one will finish it off. So that's 7 dead Terminators and 1 that's going to have 1 or 2 wounds left. And then this guy's wounded. Probably the sergeant would still be alive. But yeah, they're a little messed up. I tell you right now, 3 Terminators ain't gonna do much at all against all that firepower.
So that was the thing that happened. Why did it happen?
So by the way, guys, to field 3 squads of attack bikes and these eradicators, that costs you 675 points worth of firepower. So this is a lot of firepower. But who the hell uses Blood Angel Terminators? Like, if you want to play Terminators, here's a much better option. So these Deathwing just saw those Blood Angels get ripped to shreds. They shook their head. They said, hold my beer. So this is the same unit, basically the same point cost, but we're going to make 2 small tweaks here. So aside from being Deathwing, these guys are going to be in cover. And these guys are going to be near their Dark Shroud. Let's see the difference. All right, there's a lot of Dark Angel players I know that watch my channel. How many Deathwing Terminators are going to die here? This is math you should do relatively quickly if you play this army. So of these 20, it's really easy to do with Deathwing, especially when you have a Dark Shroud. That's part of the reason why I love Dark Shrouds. You got 24 shots coming at you. These 24 shots are going to be hitting on 4s now. So half of 24 is 12. You're looking at 12 hits right there. So these guys should be wounded on 2s, but you can't because they're Deathwing, so it's going to be wounded on 4s. So half of them are going to be gone again. Now these guys are in cover. So AP 4, -1 for armor contempt, -1 for cover, goes to AP 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. These guys have a 4-up save right now. So guess what that means? Half of them are going to be gone again. So 3 of them get through. Now, averages will say this one's going to roll either a 1 or a 2. This one will roll either a 3 or a 4. And this one will roll either a 5 or a 6. So 1 Terminator dead, 2 Terminators dead, and 1 is still alive with 1 or 2 wounds. Again, that was 675 points worth of firepower. That was a lot of firepower. We killed 2 Deathwing Knights. So being in cover was a really, really big modifier to this. Also being near the Dark Shroud. So generally, it's being -1 to hit. That's one of your best defenses you can have against shooting. If you're struggling against an opponent who is shooting the crap out of you, -1 to hit can really wreck his day. So if these didn't have a Dark Shroud here, maybe they could find a forest or something that they could hide behind while still being in a ruin. Because then this is basically the same cost as the other one, except less than half of them die. And that's how Math Hammer can be really used to your advantage. Play smart and you'll keep your advantage. You'll actually shut down your opponent's army. So yeah, I hope that helped you guys put it into perspective. I hope that helped you guys remember that stay in your cover and to put the buffs on, guys, when it's needed. And down in the comments, I'm just curious, tell me a unit that you can think of that could kill these 30 gaunts with the Feel No Pain and the 5-up invuln all in one go. Because 20 Orc Boys didn't even come close. I'm also doing an awesome giveaway for this December. Stop by my Patreon. As of making this video, there would be a 1 in 11 chance that you can win one of these 3 models. Yours will be unpainted, of course. The Patreon link will be down in the description. And if you watch this far, please remember to subscribe. If you don't subscribe, may misfortune curse your dice. Unless you hit subscribe, then may fortune bless your dice. If you need more learning, stop by our Discord at the War Academy. You can learn just about anything you want to know about any army that there is. Until then, I will see you in the next video. Whee!
Bye, have a great time.